So whether you're police, fire, or military, there are 5 key exercises that you need to be doing, and we're going to show you today. The first one is a belt squat. So as you can see Billy here doing a belt squat to a box. You can do them boxless, whatever. But the trick is Billy's getting a lot of volume, hip mobility, leg strength, and hamstring strength by doing this exercise. We use the Wenning warm-up protocol for all tactical populations, including fire. And what we've noticed is the lower back injuries go down drastically. But this is a great way to sneak in more volume like we found in powerlifting for tactical divisions. Now as you can see, I'll pull the box away. Now it's going to be the same movement, he's just not going to have something to sit on. Now he can go wider and use a little bit more hip, keeping his knees more flush and straight. The trick is always having heel pressure. I find that the Wenning belt squat has kind of alleviated this because you don't have a cable to move. It kind of puts you in the right spot automatically. And also the cable machines can tend to have a lot of service issues. This one was actually at this department before I started to make my belt squat. So there's the belt squat, and remember, that is a key component to building up a strong tactical unit. Lots of squatting, but without lots of back compression. The next big one is the reverse hyper. This is a must-have for all tactical units. Why? Because our jobs, no matter if it's police, fire, or military, are compressive. We needed a way to make the lower back, glutes, and hamstrings very, very strong without adding more pressure vertically. So this actually pulls the spine apart and causing all those muscles to get worked similar to a stiff-legged deadlift without the vertebral compression. Good. Now he's doing it with a little bit of a bent knee. That's one way to do it, and he can do it with his legs totally straight. Good. Now another way he could do it is single leg. Now a lot of people, and especially in tactical, but even in normal populations, have a strong side and a weak side. What we try to do is isolate that and figure out which side's strong and weak and get the weaker side stronger. So a lot of times with these guys, they will do 3 sets of 10 on reverse hypers and then do an extra set of 10 on the side that they felt was hardest, or if they're having back issues on the left or the right. That's good.
Oh. Hamstring was getting tight.
Oh, he's just a boy. The next key exercise is a glute ham raise. Now, not all tactical divisions are going to be able to start here. They're going to have to start by hammering a lot of leg curls before the hamstring is going to be able to withstand this amount of body weight. But you have to work up to being able to do multiple reps of glute ham raises, and I find that the tactical populations and even the general populations that have trouble doing glute hams, even 1 or 2 of them, tend to have a higher prevalence of knee issues. Now you notice he's pausing in the middle parallel with the ground. This is to keep him from bouncing his way up and kind of just throwing his way up. You find people do this wrong a lot. So by being able to pause in the middle, he takes away his stretch reflex and has to really squeeze. It's perfect right there. Good. The other thing I like about this exercise is it builds the hamstring up behind the knee, which is also a very, very big knee protector. You're actually going to feel this in your calves as well. But it is a huge builder from the low back all the way down to the ankle. And guess where most of our problems are? Low back, knee. Okay, so if we get that posterior side a little bit stronger in our tactical populations, you're going to find that the lower back and the knee are going to have much, much less injury rates. The next, and cannot be overplayed, most important thing in tactical is upper back posture and strength. This is going to hold the spine in the right place when they go to lift something heavy or they have to carry something for an extended period of time. We train twice as much upper back as we do front. So if Billy was going to bench press today, I would calculate his volume, and he's going to do at least double the volume on the rowing as he does the pressing. And I think that is a huge component to tactical that you don't see done very often. Good. The next big exercise that I think can't be underplayed is the plank. The plank is awesome because you don't need any equipment, but it's also a great way to teach core bracing, which is one of the primary components to lower back injuries. So Jesse's going to show us the regular plank. You're just on your elbows and your toes. conforming in a straight line. As you can see, his body is in a straight line. His ass isn't up, his ass isn't down. His body's just in a straight line. Now he's gonna convert over to a side plank. Good. Now, this is also more for oblique and TVA. If you wanna make this more difficult, all he's gotta do is raise his top leg off of his body. Then he's gonna go to the other side. Yep. Now if he wants to make that more difficult, he raises the leg up. You can also do this with the weight vest, but this is a great exercise to make sure that your abs are strong enough to pick up patients, fellow soldiers, and equipment effectively without hurting your back. I love the Ultra Human Tau tablets because I take one right before I work out, and I notice my energy level goes through the roof, and I don't have the big drop or the jitters after training. So what you've seen is a lot of the big core exercises that I have used for tactical athletes for the last almost 15 years. Now, how did this work? It worked amazing, because let me tell you how. In 10 years, just at Washington Township alone, we were saving almost $400,000 in insurance premiums and paid time off. Why? Because the average strength rose, and in the times that they had to take runs where they were being physically taxed, it wasn't a skeletal muscular weakness. So all of these different muscle groups are hugely important to not only saving money in a department, but also saving you for a good retirement.